Hi, everybody. So I want to introduce you to Vaughn, and we're going to be doing creation. And creation is basically what we're going to be doing in the future. I'm trying not to have reverb, but it looks like there's a little bit. But anyway, so
Yeah,
that's
I'm gonna put
basically my phone. If you can't hear it, Vaughn, then it's good. Yeah.
I can hear it, but I'm gonna put a towel under mine so I don't get reverb as well.
Okay.
Found that helps near your microphone. Okay.
So I have this one turned on mute, but it's still reverbing.
Oh, that's so funny.
Heck has
Yeah, for
been
sure.
really fun. So I'm painting, and Vaughn is a jeweler. So he's creating a beautiful piece of jewelry. And we're going to talk about what that actually does.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that because right now people are going to learn how to follow their passion. And that is how everything's going to be attracted to them versus just like going out and working just to get money. It's not going to work anymore. So,
Didn't work for
um,
me.
no, it just doesn't work. So, I'm creating a portal. You should show them your piece there, Vaughn. It's like amazing.
So what I'm working on is this Ganesha talisman, and it's labradorite, which is tied to your psychic energy, your clairvoyance, your spiritual connections, the divine, super amazing. And I've been using a lot with my Lion's Gate. But this is black tourmaline to ground it. And the idea is that it's Ganesha's meditating atop of a tree stump. So that's kind of where that idea came from. And then I've got the topaz energy, which is super electric, super exciting, very energetic. So it helps amplify that connection through the talisman. So
Mhm.
this is what I've been working on.
And these are big, like powerful pieces. So, that's what Vaughn is doing. I'm painting a portal because I was told to paint a portal. So
Cool.
I think
I've been
that,
seeing a lot of photos.
yeah, there's a lot of portals. Somebody told me that they've been seeing basically a rectangular thing in the sky for years. And I got it's a doorway, so it's another portal.
Oh,
So,
wow.
um, and the color has been changing. So people are seeing amazing things. They're doing amazing things right now. Um, Things
Yeah.
are shifting a lot. And it's kind of a crazy time, really.
Yeah.
So I think following your passion is going to be the way that you get to joy. And the 3D idea of what survival means is going to shift like a ton. So we're not going to feel that anymore, um, which I'm super excited about. So,
Me too. I'm tired of being in survival mode.
yeah. Well, and the nervous system will finally be able to calm down a little bit, which I think we've really stressed with the nervous system, and almost
Yeah.
everybody has.
Yeah. I mean, I've I've definitely have struggled with everything as well, but the best thing I did for myself was just focus on my passion.
This is kind of what it's going to look like as we go into projects. Projects are going to be the main thing that we're doing in the future, along with following our own guidance. And that passion is going to lead you into what actually works for you because nobody's going to need to work for money anymore. So you're going to do what you actually like.
Hmm.
And you can start doing that now.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, as I'm doing it with my creation here.
yeah.
just channeling. Like I've already done my meditation for the day. I've grounded to Gaia and connected to my oversoul, and I've created this conduit through me. And this creation talisman that I have really helps me through that. And just maintaining that focus and the clarity of that divine. Because when I'm creating these for people, I'm tapped into a frequency that I don't fully understand, but I know that this piece that I'm making is for whoever's going to buy it. And so I just, with my spiritual practices, I've learned that my creations are future tense for people. So whoever finds it, I made it for them. And it's quite wonderful to see where my pieces go. And they've been kind of going all over the world in a little bit in Canada. I had one go to Australia. Had some go to Mexico, which is really cool.
That's awesome. So, how have you found shipping? I've found shipping to be quite insane.
It is ridiculous. Um, I mean, it really is. And I'm working on my business model in the sense that I can get those discounted rates for it all. But I just kind of I appraise everything through my pendulum, which this one I named Hermione. And I was using it with your pendulum with Richard the other day about Donald Trump and stuff, and mine was swinging as much as his was. I was like, "Holy cow!" But when I make these,
So
because
fun.
I'm connected to the divine, I'm appraising my creations through this as well.
Yeah.
And I find that when I'm charging accounts for where it's going, even with the shipping. So like it'll give me let's say an appraisal of $100, and I'm like, man, I probably would have sold that for 75. But the person that buys it is halfway around the world, and it covers that shipping, and I'm like, well, okay, that makes sense. You know why it's just it's interesting. So my shipping in a way is taken care of by the divine.
Beautiful. Yeah. Um, I think that, so this is just a little tip. I've noticed anybody who ships from other countries, they use FedEx,
Yeah,
and it seems
FedEx.
to be less expensive.
Yeah, DHL was ridiculous, and I don't even have a DHL out here in Pocatello. I have to go like to Idaho Falls, which is an hour drive away.
Yeah.
But if it's in country, I just use USPS because it's literally a couple days, and I
Hmm.
just pay the standard rate, and it's amazing. And that's usually what I charge for people is just standard rate.
Yeah. So with your business, because I think all the businesses are actually conscious and they're part of your consciousness, what do you talk to your business about
Um,
besides
for
shipping and price?
that actually, the shipping part happens when I make a sale. That's about the extent of me thinking about it.
Hmm.
Um, but uh, actively, when I'm going into this, I just I've really gotten in tune with my inner child. And my inner child was that kid that loved playing with Legos and building things from scratch. My whole life, I've been working with my hands, building from scratch. So when I get into this creation, it's all play. It's excitement, it's fun, and when I'm in that state of mind, I'm really connected to something very magical and divine. And so when I'm going about creating, it's all through love. I found that I struggle um, creating anything, like overcoming that writer's block, if you will, when I'm not aligned in that way. And it's really hard, and it kind of gets depressing if I try to force it in a sense of just, oh, I got to get to work. But I just kind of take those moments to do inner work. And then my rebound to get back to it with quality is almost overnight. And then I've got more energy for several days. So it's like I take that time for myself and it allows me to do more. It's just
Hmm.
not what I'm used to working a hard, physically labor intensive lifestyle.
Yeah, that's really important because the creations come in. Like the inspiration comes in when we're quiet
Yeah.
and when we're relaxing. Because even with your higher self, if you're under stress, you're going to hear your ego, not your higher self.
Yeah.
So it is really important to relax. I know when I was putting out my book just recently, the
Yeah.
amount of stress was like really big because there's more components than I was expecting. And you kind of lose touch with everything else, but that what you're doing and trying to figure it out and do it quickly. And once you come out of that, it's like the whole world opens up again and you
Yeah.
feel so much better.
Yeah. And working the matrix job that I had that wasn't fitting my needs didn't allow me to have that time. And where I worked, our whole operation was on 2 feet of concrete, like a lot of concrete. And then I have to wear steel-toed rubber-soled boots, and then the whole facility is lit up with those bright LED lights. So the blue light exposure is ridiculous. And it was like so taxing on my nervous system to continue to work there that it started creating just scenarios in the workplace that would cause me to feel so triggered. It was just wild how all of it energetically intertwined to bringing my soul down, sapping my energy.
Yeah. Yeah, it really will wear you out. I know I used to manage a store years ago at this point, and I was always so grateful when it was Sunday because I knew I wasn't going to get any phone calls. The store was closed. I didn't have to be responsible for anything. And it was like the only day that my nervous system calmed
Uh,
down.
that's so funny. When you were saying that, my inner child popped in. The uncle from Harry Potter, when Harry gets his letters to Hogwarts, and he's like, "You know what I love about Sundays?" And Harry's like, "No post." And he's like, "Exactly, Harry." He doesn't get to be bothered. That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so important to have that break. And really, we need more than just one day a week. Um,
Agreed.
yeah. Which a lot of people, meditation is that break.
Uh-huh.
But
It was for me when I was working that job.
mhm, yeah. And it really helps.
Yeah.
But I don't think the body or a human being that is moving into sovereignty is going to accept anything but the perfect scenario for their own well-being and their life because you spend too much. I mean, exchanging time for money doesn't really work anymore.
Yeah, especially when that money you're getting doesn't cover the cost of living.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking for the average American. I literally work my ass off to actually not provide an income. I had to supplement doing my craft just to make ends meet, you know? Like it would be totally different if what going to work actually provided what you needed.
And I think it's definitely been set up that way, and that's part of what is shifting. And I know that some people are very freaked out about like AI and different things like that
Oh yeah.
taking over their jobs. But
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
I've
let them.
definitely seen it. Yeah, I'm like
You
it too.
want
I'm
to
like,
do that
man,
job anymore? No, you're going to have
no.
plenty. Yeah.
Yeah, and as I interact with more people, I find that more and more people are wanting to do their own little whatever, have a little patch of garden, maybe have a couple chickens. Like, there's a lot of people that just want to start doing their own thing, creating
Great.
whatever it may be.
And that's the change that we're moving into right now. And I think there's a lot of people actually your age in their 30s that are really like living it now. Even if they have to downsize and like live in a tiny home, they'll do it just so that they don't have to be corporate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite fascinating what people are doing these days to just unplug and detach from the matrix as much as possible. I
They
love it.
feel it.
They
Yeah.
do. I saw a guy making motorhomes out of old school buses, and his motorhomes, I would buy one. They're so amazing. They're literally like a tiny home.
Yeah.
Washer and dryer all in it. Like, so cool.
Is well, and then you're with nature,
Yeah.
which I think is another thing. I don't think we're going to live in big metropolis type cities anymore. Feel like those will be kind of broken up, you know, and turned into communities and have big green spaces in between so that
Yeah.
people can have food forests and gardens and parks, just everything.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I went down to for a training for Sputnik in the Trump facility there in Santa Ana. And I was amazed at how many fruit trees lined every street. And I'm like, holy cow, the idea of having community gardens could be so helpful where everyone's just contributing and everyone's sharing. And so I talk about it in a lot of my videos because I dream it, I feel it, I experience it. Like I'm not just dreaming, I'm astral traveling and I'm getting into
Yeah.
these timelines that is a reality and I'm bringing myself to it in a sense in these dreams. And because I really think that the whole idea came from me traveling so much. There is so much land that's totally habitable that they say is, oh, that's not habitable. And I'm like, then why are we living on top of each other? Like I commute to Idaho, an hour and a half drive twice a month each way, and there's so much habitable land that everybody could do something for themselves.
Mhm.
So when they say that the world is overpopulated and it's all these crazy fear-mongering tactics, I'm like, where? What are they talking about? And this is just Idaho. This is a stretch of 100 miles. We got the whole world that's like this.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what country you're in. And we really noticed that when we were traveling. Even Ireland, which is a very small country,
Yeah,
there's lots of open space.
yeah,
So it really is a ridiculous idea. And somehow they were able to convince everybody that it was real, which is kind of amazing. But I do think as things shift this year, we're not going to have the lack of common sense that we've experienced so far.
yeah. More and more people they're seeing one truth to the deception, and that's all they need to change their mind about what they want in this life. It's just one thing is all they need, and they will be like, I want to do something different in life. Go against the grain, per se.
Yeah. Yeah. People are ready. They're ready for just a totally different kind of lifestyle.
I never wanted to grow up, so I technically was never ready.
I don't really think we were supposed to grow up. That's another thing. Like they took away daydreaming, it wasn't allowed. And daydreaming is when you're actually creating in your mind. So
Yes.
they
I
stop
did it all
people.
the time.
Mhm.
Did it all the time.
Yeah. Or talking in class, all that stuff that you're not allowed to do in school. It was like preparing you for a boring existence,
Yeah.
which we're not going to be doing that anymore. So I'm very excited. I feel like the world is opening up, and I'm excited because it seems like there's more and more people that are awake right now.
Yeah. And I'm
So
finding more and more of them.
mhm. I think we're actually gathering, which is kind of so you are on stepinyourpower.com, and I see your posts all the time because
Mhm.
that's a platform that I helped to start. or at least get out there. And I'm partnered with. And people are gathering. They're gathering together. They can find people in their local area. And I just find it to be such an amazing space right now.
Oh, I totally agree with that. I love this community. I'm so grateful that it was actually Tommy that posted on his Truth Mafia and on his Facebook chat, and that's how I found out back in July.
Okay. Yeah.
The synchronicity of that and how it came to me that way was just I knew it was where I needed to be.
Mhm. Yeah, and it's really shifted. Like people are becoming more interested in why everything's happened versus being caught up as much in what's happening
Yeah.
and like what is the purpose of all of this and where do we go from here and kind of learning that. And that's why Ascension Mastery, which is in there, um, is about like creating your business. How is your business want to unfold and actually talking to it because it's consciousness too. And also talking about what we can do for ourselves during ascension so we can go through it in a less intense way, like a more graceful, flowing way. Because I feel like some people are having such an extraordinarily hard time. And then other people are just kind of floating through it. Yeah, they feel yucky one day, but they just don't pay too much attention to it and it starts to go away. And you don't get so wrapped up in everything. So,
Oh, yeah, that's me.
yeah, it's getting easier. And I think it's also getting really exciting. Whereas it seemed like it was a grind before, it doesn't feel like that anymore to me.
Right. It feels a lot softer and lighter. Um, I can't even begin to express how tranquil just my nervous system feels because I decided to take that big leap of faith.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how to express it, but it's because the community has been coming together that I felt like fear had been eliminated.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah, I can do this. Everyone, there's more people like me. Like, finally, I found my home, my family.
Yeah. It's really important. It is the great gathering time. And I think the online community will keep shifting until you're online, but you're also like in a community, um, just in person all the
And I
time.
see the benefit in that. I see the benefit in that now. I used to be one of those afraid of AI and technology taking over the world, and not anymore. Now that I know that we can control it and it's a reflection of us, I'm like, man, what can I create with this technology now?
Yeah. Yeah. I built a whole website in like 5 minutes with AI the other day.
Me too. I updated all mine and it took me less than an hour. And I'm like, I would have spent months because I'm
Yeah.
not very great with tech, but I understand how to function it.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's just wild.
It is. It's really wild. So, do you do custom pieces as well, Vaughn?
Yes, I do. That is something I'm working on with my website to take bookings.
Hmm.
And the concept that I want to start doing with people because I do channel for others, like what I did with Jimmy's and brother and Tommy Truthful's pendants. Those are divine channeled, and I've done it. I've been doing it for years before, and I just didn't realize that's what I was doing. But when I was making things for people, then that's kind of how my success has been was because of customs. Like my store hasn't really taken off until now, But I always had people saying, I want a custom piece. So what I'm doing
Um,
with my website is creating a session with me where we get to sit one on one and kind of talk about what they're looking for in their growth and their ascension, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual, whatever. And that fee that goes into that meeting with me is a down payment for a final piece with me. So it basically it's like a down payment for a custom creation, and we work together to make something unique and beautiful. So as you can see here with this one, I'll put it sideways for my camera, but I made the bail.
huh.
So finished weaving it, got my bail, and now I'm going to attach these wires and basically fill it all in. So when I'm creating, I'm feeling the frequency of everything I'm working with. There's like it's an electric, like I feel zaps, I feel hums and buzzes and vibrations through stones. And each flow design that I have, it's actually I'm tapping because I see mandalas in my meditations, and so I'm my creations come from the shapes I see with what I'm working with.
That's cool.
And because I've been practicing this so much, I see it through my normal eyes, not just my third eye. So it's like all three of my eyes are going simultaneously. So my creations, when I do them custom for people, is tapped into so many frequencies all at once. For them, for the divine, for Gaia, for the energies of what I'm working with, it's pretty crazy how it all comes. But my style, if you will, in the world of wire wrapping like this one, it's called free flow.
Hmm.
So I just grab random rocks and I just create based off of inspiration. I have no plan going into any of these creations and they just turn out this way. I'm working on labradorite because they just my dream revealed how powerful this is for spiritual growers.
Amazing. Yeah. That's amazing.
But
That last one you showed is like gorgeous.
the tree,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
gorgeous.
and a gal named Tina, she follows us and Step Into Your Power. She bought my other one. I've made a duo, masculine and feminine, and she took
Oh,
her. Yeah, it was kind of cool. She took my
yeah.
more feminine one, but I create, like these gemstones. This is root beer smoky quartz. I've never
Hmm.
even seen this or heard of this before, but it's a smoky quartz with citrine. It's not a smoky citrine. It's like geology is a little different, metaphysically totally different. But working with Gaia and all of her creations, I just love it. But every creation I have, I mean, they're all just unique in their own way. And it's really the frequency of when I'm working. This is Sacred Seven Amethyst, by the way. I don't know if you've seen this one. You can see the
Little green on the bottom.
it's actually black.
Oh, okay. It's a
So what
little
you're,
blurry. I think your camera wants to focus on you, but
yeah, I got to cover my
it's
eyes.
really pretty.
Yeah.
Really
So that's
pretty.
a this one's really powerful. This one actually, it felt like something was piercing my third eye when I was meditating with it. I was like, "Whoa, this is crazy!" But there's so many, and you've talked about lepidolite. I've got a couple of these. I don't know if you've seen them.
Oh,
This is
nice.
lepidolite in quartz, and they look like little flower bouquets. So these will be my next creations this week because you kind of
That's
talked about
fun.
the
Ooh, I
lepidolite.
like that one.
Yeah, the shape of this one's
Yeah,
so cool. Wish I could get
that's
my camera to zoom in, but it won't. Anyway,
okay.
but yeah,
That's
golden
fabulous.
lepidolite.
Love it.
So that's
Yeah,
my work, and that's what I do.
it's really fun. I mean, I love jewelry. I don't really like wrapping, I'll be honest. I don't
It's
have the
hard.
patience for it, and yeah, I get irritated. Um, so don't wrap that much. But I love to make jewelry, and I used to have a shop, and
Oh, wow,
um,
that's so cool.
yeah, I don't know if I'll ever go back to having a shop, but I would love. I'm still buying rocks constantly, so I'm definitely gonna make more jewelry. But yeah, the wire wrapping, it takes so much patience.
Yeah,
And
and focus
yeah,
because you have your patterns you're working with, and so to maintain consistency, it's a lot of focus.
yeah, Yeah,
And
it's
then
like
there's the
doing a
finesse.
fine painting.
Yeah, or a realistic painting, you know.
Yeah, yeah, which I don't do either. Uh, Obviously, my painting, this is a 20-minute painting, what you watched me do,
Oh wow.
like the end, and it's that portal. Um,
That's so cool. It looks like an eye.
yeah, it does kind of look like an eye too.
And that's how I see my portals when I jump through them in my meditations, except they're full of mandalas. Beautiful, like lotus flower mandalas. So
Yeah,
pretty.
that's
Oh,
really cool. So, yeah, I think the astral plane is getting more and more, I don't know, closer to us. Like we're recognizing it a lot more than we used to. We're kind of seeing, I know last night, like, I was like, wow. I woke up because I was kind of annoyed by what was going on in the astral plane. And the things that I had been like doing up there, and I had one sibling, so soul sibling, that was really has been working on healing, but also hiding from healing. And I'm like, you're not going to hide anymore. So it was a very intense, I would say, couple hours.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if when I'm dreaming or whatever, I'm experiencing that because there's times I'm just like, what the heck just happened? That is not a typical dream. And all of
No.
this is new for me. Like I haven't I mean, okay, as a kid I used to dream like this, but to have it now in my adulthood to have comprehension, I'm just like, what is this? It's
Yeah.
fascinating.
So the astral plane is basically like that's the real reality, for one thing. And it's extraordinarily vivid. So if you wake up and you're like, wow, that was the most vivid dream. And there were all these like light formations. And what was I doing up there? I was doing wild things, like maybe you were flying, or maybe you were like jumping from island to island or something crazy. So that's an astral experience.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
so my daughter and I experience this on a regular basis then. This
Yeah.
is amazing. Like I've
Yeah.
been saying in a few of my videos, my teenager I feel like is becoming very psychic
Mhm.
and she's still hooked up on the doctor's description of what it is and it limits her ability to expand on it. But she hears things and she sees things and they want to call them auditory hallucinations and I'm like, I don't think so. Because when she describes what she sees, I'm like, I see it too, just not the way you do.
Yeah. Well, and some people, as she learns how to handle it, like almost, it's kind of like looking into a kaleidoscope versus being in it.
Oh,
So
wow.
you might be more looking into the kaleidoscope and she's in the kaleidoscope. So for her, it's
Wow.
like handling the discombobulation of it and kind of figuring out how to see it in a way that doesn't throw her off.
Oh my gosh. Well, that, honey, I got to appreciate you so much. You say just little sentences here and there that just like light bulb every single time where I'm like, holy cow, I have a new approach now. Oh
Mhm.
my gosh, this might actually be something that can help her. Because I'm like, Alan, it's so funny. The power of the
Yeah,
mind is what I'm getting at. It's incredible.
it is incredible. And our brain is a receiver. So as as we come into our gifts, like a lot of people are probably confused by it, because we basically are like superheroes in the astral plane. We can do anything. We can rewind what just happened if we want to and do it over. So we can go
That's
back in time and reorganize something in the astral plane. But we're starting to learn how to do that now, here in this reality.
that is amazing. Like all of these things are revealed to me in dreams, but it's becoming more and more reality, which is so fascinating. You want to talk about magic? This is it. Like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. And my wires, by the way, I want to point this out. I don't use dead soft like a lot of the wire wrappers because I want the structural integrity.
Mm.
And so I use stiff wires. And people are like, how do you do this? It's through my hands, I soften the metal. I don't see it as being dense. I see it as being soft. And so this stiff wire that I work with, like this, it's very springy.
Mhm.
But as you can see here, it wraps around and I
Yeah,
make it flow the way it should, even though it's like springy and stiff.
yeah,
So
that's great.
this is amazing. I had these awarenesses I have are incredible because all of this is new.
Hmm.
I'm not a guru of any sort. I go with the flow, and it's amazing just how it happens. And it's through the divine. Like I got to make it clear, it's through my oversoul, it's through my spirit. It's it's like I'm the conduit for it. That's
Hmm.
how I see it.
Yeah. And we are the receiver and we are the player. So we're the game piece in the game, basically. And what we're doing is we're embodying the being or part of the being that is the big player. And it just depends on how much of that consciousness you can hold is how fast the gifts like expand. Because
Wow.
if you hold on to a bunch of, like 3D constructs, then it's harder for more consciousness to come in.
Wow. That makes so much sense.
Mhm.
Like because and my growth with these connections has it's not been overnight, but it's pretty instant. These changes that have been happening. And it's like I get these ringing in my ears, and then it's like a week later, all of a sudden I can do something or perceive something I never would have before. And this is happening on a daily basis for me.
Mhm.
This is amazing. So
Yeah.
really, what we're saying is connecting into the divine, you will receive gifts as your body's ready to receive them.
Yeah.
And
So
that's,
you get more and more pieces of your oversoul into your body.
oh my gosh. So
Yeah.
that's like that's my plant medicine experience I had. I was rethreading. So when I went into my astral realm fully immersed with the DMT plant medicine, I
Mhm.
was so I saw connections to every emotion in my soul. And some of those threads were very dull. And rather than eliminating them, like just cutting them to get rid of it, I rethreaded new connections in place of it and removed the old. And
Mm.
in that experience, lasted 30 minutes. I came out with little to no fear about anything. It's like I was severing the traumas in a sense to my childhood without even realizing it. And through my experience, it's just been every day is something new. Every day my body is healed. Every day is just incredible.
Mhm.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't
And a
recommend
lot of
for
that will work. Plant
yeah,
medicines will work.
they definitely help.
Mhm. Even
Now go ahead.
microdosing helps, like little
Um,
bits.
yeah, so I love my mycology because of the integral role that those beings play. And I say beings because I've actually talked to them. But yeah, in the mycology world and in the plant medicine world, they want to help us. They want to heal with us, and they've given me so many messages to share that it just like crystals, everything is wanting to help us all ascend on this earth. And there's
Mhm.
so many ways to do it now, and they're all valid. That's what's so beautiful about it. They're all valid. So finish this one up
Wow.
here.
That's so pretty.
Yeah,
Really powerful.
I'm gonna add some coils on the side here and add some more fillers, but this is pretty much the talisman I created.
Wow.
Tourmaline, a little bit of copper for the warmness, and your labradorite, and then your um, topaz. And this one's
So
really
much
cool.
better than one of those huge gold chains that like somebody would wear. Like
Yeah,
that is like something that is gonna change your energy and protect you too and do so many
yeah,
things. Yeah.
so many things. And let me tell you, this labradorite is I have actually come to realize that wearing my labradorite shields me from the 5G tower that's a half mile away from me. I took a week without wearing this, and I was getting just so sensitive to something, headaches, migraines. I never experienced that. I put this back on, gone. I don't know how to
So does
explain
your
it.
daughter wear that?
She has her stuff. She just doesn't wear it because she's still in this doubt stage. And I tell her my experience, you need to try this. So when she's actually physically afflicted with something, I actually do some Reiki healing through my crystals with her.
Hmm.
She had back pains, and so I had my golden lepidolite and um, honey calcite. She was holding those orbs, and then I was working energy with my talisman and carnelian and tiger iron to alleviate her back pains that she was experiencing, and it was pretty cool. Massaging with the crystals, it's pretty fascinating. So I do work with my daughter, but not in the way that I would like her to work with it. It's an everyday thing. Yes, we are powerful. Yes, we are divine, but these amplify. They make it easier. We don't need them, but they sure make it easier. I'll tell you what. And I had no idea the protection that I had with this until I stopped wearing it.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
wild. I'm so sensitive to the radiation now. It's like I can feel a tower within me now.
Hmm.
And in a way, I'm trying to strengthen my shield so that it like ruptures all of it. Like that's what I'm trying to do is change that reality by my own frequency.
Yeah. It is huge. There's so many things that will help. Crystals are beings though, and they really want to help.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
conscious. I like oh man, I can't talk to them like Richard, but I can feel them. I can feel them, and some of them have a like a jolly energy. Some of them have like I wouldn't say solemn, but kind of like a tranquil feeling. Like it
Mhm.
is crazy. Ah, they're so fascinating, and I really believe as a kid when we go pick up a rock, that rock probably would have been walked by millions of people, and that one kid lightened that rock's day. Like that's how I see it.
Yeah. And rocks really appreciate it when you pick them up, when you caretake them. I don't think they love to be in a metal box, but pretty much anything else, they're really happy to be in your home.
Yeah. And as long as you receive them as that, they will help. Like that's what's so
Mhm.
cool. So I call them companions, but these are my massage tools that I use for deep tissue and
Oh,
muscle work.
yeah.
So the tiger iron is basically tiger's eye with a lot of hematite and red jasper, and then the carnelian. And what turned me on to carnelian was it's one of the breastplates of the 12 tribes, but it's in the center. And why is it in the center? It's for the heart healing. And what I found in Egypt is that the highest level, like your doctors of doctors, they wore carnelian pendants in their practices when they were specialized. And there was a lot of something to it. So I was like, I'm going to start using it. And these are amazing. So
Yeah.
this is what I use for my daughter when she's got her back pains. And it
That's
works.
awesome.
And the belief is really, crystals won't work for you unless you believe it.
Yeah. Just like if you're doing energy healing and the person doesn't actually want to heal, they're
Hmm.
not ready, it really doesn't work. So,
Yeah.
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 This was so fun. So, I want everybody to know that you have a YouTube channel, and I'm going to put that below, and I will put your website below.
Okay.
And, go check out Vaughn's stuff. And I'm probably going to have like a custom thing made. I bought a stone for it.
Oh, cool. See, that's my
Actually,
favorite.
yeah, yeah. I bought a spinel, I think it's called. And it's like
Spinal?
spinel, maybe. It's dark, dark blue.
Oh, so you got blue
Um,
spine. That's so
yeah.
cool.
And that's what I wanted is one of those. So I'm gonna send that to you and then you can make, yeah. And I
I
want
love
it to
working with
be
spinal.
delicate, I like delicate.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
Where is I've got one. It's in my stuff where I do feminine ones. They'll be more like this.
yeah, yeah.
Something more like this. But yeah, I do customs like this one. I did a video on it, glowstone. This is a friend of mine. He's like,
Oh, I
"Hey, wrap this
saw
for
that
me."
one. Yeah. And it
This is
glows
so
in the
cool.
dark.
So he's a fidgeter. Yeah, it's phosphorescent and fluorescent, but they call it a lunastone. But I do customs all the time. So yeah, I'm willing to receive stuff. I've a few people in Step Into Your Power have sent me a few rocks in the past to wrap for them. I love doing it when I know where it's going and I know the connection that um, what I'm working with.
Mhm.
My creations, like it's out the roof. You're going to get something absolutely amazing
I'm
when I
so
know where it's
excited.
going because I
Yeah.
can, it's just amazing. So spinal's such a cool one. I just recently started working with it. Oh my gosh. It's
Yeah, it
super.
reminds me of space. Like it reminds
Yeah.
me of the universe because it's like really deep, like indigo.
Wow. So yeah, spinal is in the same family as like your rubies and your sapphires and your emeralds with its hardness and its
Mhm.
crystalline structure, but it's not translucent. It's very more dense, which means it's more energized. Oh my gosh. Blue spinal. I've worked with black. The spinal comes in all sorts of colors.
And I mean, it's a cut stone, so it's very like shiny.
Oh, amazing. Kind of
Yeah.
like my little root beer quartz gemstone.
Yes. Yeah, which is beautiful. That's a beautiful piece.
Thank
Yeah.
you. It's for sale on my website.
Okay. Perfect.
So, do I need to leave my information with you through email?
Yes. Definitely send me all your links. And I'm just so excited and I'm excited for the world. And if you guys want to see Vaughn more, if you want to see Richard more, I mean, everybody's in stepinyourpower.com.
Oh, that's so
So
amazing.
yeah. Yep. All right.
Uh,
Thank you so much,
so,
Vaughn. This was a lot of fun.
thank you guys so much for having me. And you're amazing. And I just love you so much. Like,
Oh,
thank you for your time today.
thank you. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.